Wouldn't it be fantastic if there was a node project coming out very soon, which was already going to be listed on top tier exchanges like Binance and Coinbase and KuCoin immediately from when you've purchased this node? And then their whole plan is not just to offer you layer 2 blockchain, they're actually going to build a utility to build multifaceted, multi-chain DEXs, which all work with that blockchain. And they're aiming at one very hot narrative, which is real world asset. Well, turns out that this actually does exist, and the link is in the description. The code is RICHIE, R-I-C-H-I-E, for the nodes. And the best news ever, it's not even launched yet. That's right. Lumia is coming, and today we're going to check it out. Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here, where we talk about my favorite thing in the entire world is cryptocurrency. That's right. Today we're talking about an upcoming node project. I don't cover nodes so often on this channel because, in my opinion, really a lot of them are full of hot air, and there's only been a few node projects which have actually been financially lucrative. One I do have hope for that we did talk about a month ago would be Agent Layer, which I'm still earning tokens on that. I bought 2 nodes and it seems to be working pretty well, getting ready for their token generation event, which should happen in July. Some keys with nodes: you want them to be listed immediately on centralized exchanges. You want the token generation event to be quite soon after the node purchasing, of course. You need a little bit of time to start earning tokens, but we do want to start ROIing as soon as possible from these kind of node projects because you are locking your capital into the node. The one we're talking about today is not Agent Layer. This is another project called Lumia, but when the token lists, it's immediately going to be listed on Binance and other tier 1 centralized exchanges because they have a past history of already having a relationship with them through a token called Orion. It's a little bit complex what's going on, but at the same time, if you simplify it, it's quite simple. So Orion is here. It is a project which has been running for quite some time. We can come to the max time on CoinGecko, for example, and we can get all the way back to 2020, right? So 4 years running, right? And of course had the peak in the last bull run, and now the kind of the usual altcoin fall in value, and then a lot of alts have been sleeping since then. So Orion, what they decided to do was to essentially double their supply by introducing a new token. So all this Orion, which you can see at the bottom here, is listed on Binance, BitGet, Gate, KuCoin, Coinbase, right? All of these tokens here will be swapped over to Lumia token. And for the launch of it, they will be selling nodes, which we can buy for $1,000 a node. You need a referral code for the node, right? I do have a code. It's RICHIE, R-I-C-H-I-E. Just put it up there. But they're not out yet. We're doing this video because we want to be ready for them. This looks like it could be a banger because it's ticking all these boxes, right? The team is doxed, yes. They are immediately going to be listing the token that we're earning in the node with Lumia. Here's a website here, link in the description. You can read about it yourself. They will be immediately listing onto these top tier 1 exchanges: Binance, Coinbase, KuCoin. They have a lot of calls who are going to be talking about this project when it launches. It is launching this week, by the way. I had a call over Telegram, and they told me, one, who the big influencers are who are going to be covering this, and you probably know who they are. They are very large names in the space, and they will probably be trying to sell these nodes as well, which should mean that the nodes sell very fast. And the faster the nodes sell, of course, the better the project's going to be. You don't want to be buying a node project where no one's buying them, right? You want this rush. What we have to do, if you're interested in this, is understand that you need to be on Polygon. You need $1,000 worth of stable coins. It will be more apparent when we go through the docs what's going to be happening. And you need to be early, as in get in the first hour, because they are distributing new tokens, right? 102,000 Lumia tokens will be available to node owners every single day, right? Hypernode rewards, additional delegation rewards, 10% new supply, delegate your Hypernode licenses and earn delegation rewards. So you earn rewards every single day by buying the node, right? But the more people who buy the nodes, these daily rewards will of course go down for everyone, right? So getting in earlier is better. And the other thing that convinced me really to get into this project is because after we get the nodes and we get the tokens, we have a whole load of game theory, which is very complex, that we can do. It's called Hypernode. Hypernodes enable participation in Lumia's liquidity layer decision-making process. The Lumia token powers Lumia Layer 2 and Lumia Stream, offering token holders involvement in 2 projects. So by having a node, you have the choice to work inside of 2 different projects. Lumia's novel technology blends liquidity from all the popular DEXs, SEXs, and chains to provide a superior product that will enhance DeFi and create the optimal environment for incoming RWA, real-world asset class, in Web3. They're basically setting a foundation layer for the actual use case of real-world assets inside of crypto. So you get your purchase, you purchase your Hypernode with the code RICHIE, right? And then you can access the Lumia ecosystem. Your Hypernode is then activated. You start earning your daily node rewards in Lumia, right? Your node dashboard is activated and becomes available immediately after your purchase. From there, you can then choose to lock, we'll go over to this left-hand side, right? Lock and delegate Hypernode license. Then you can delegate to the DNLP node, or you can delegate to the DAC node. Both of them have delegation rewards, and the other one has delegation rewards and yield. Or on the other side, yep, so that's two options there. Or on the other side, sorry, coming down this road here, automatic Lumia liquidity provision. You can have node-owned liquidity, where you get performance-based yield. You can also run a DNLP node and get delegation rewards and yields. You can also run a DNLP node here and get power rewards coming all the way back up into your Hypernode, right? So there's lots of very complex game theory working inside of this, but in order to unlock any of it, you need to put down the $1,000 to get yourself the Hypernode initially, right? So you will get daily rewards in Lumia. So for example, you know, the way nodes work, I mentioned agent layer before, so this is the one that we talked about last. I do get a lot of offers from nodes, by the way, and most of them I do turn down because I don't really think they have the legs. This one I'm quite happy with. I've managed to yield 2,300 tokens so far, and I've got 2 nodes. You can refer nodes, and then you can get rewards from your referrals as well, of course. You could use that then to compound into more nodes if you want. These have sold 6,200 so far, and the price goes up. So right now the price is 970. The price for the Hypernodes when they launch will be $1,000. You can come here to their Twitter, where we do have a whole breakdown of how everything works here in their pinned message, okay? Lumia's own Hypernodes, one node, multiple yields. Hypernodes revolutionize liquidity through decentralized control and governance. With 50% of a new supply allocated to Hypernodes, users can delegate, participate, and earn with efficient, dynamic resource flow. You're going to earn the highest continued passive rewards from these nodes. You can delegate to boost your rewards. You can become tech savvy and operate your own nodes if that's what you like to do. You can become an eligible to earn additional yield member. You can be flexible and participate in models for all types of investors. So whatever it is that you like to do with yield, if you want to go quite high technical or you just like to farm, then you can choose what you want to do in their ecosystem. One node, multiple yields. Become an essential link in decentralizing the Lumia liquidity network. Hypernodes bring liquidity at the highest capital efficiency in the market of RWA. Broken down kind of here, when you buy the Hypernode, you can visualize it like this, that the power rewards and delegation, we get 10% of the daily Lumia giving out. Hypernode holders get 40%, and there's 50% more for rewards and incentives for Lumia token holders. Can you see here from the price structure of these nodes, the first 10,000 to be sold will be locked at $1,000, right? They may sell out very fast. From then, the 10,000 to 15,000 nodes will be incrementally raising by $5 every 100 sales. So by the end of 15,000 nodes sold, that one will be 1,123, or no, sorry, 1,145 for that node. Going all the way up to the last nodes coming into 50,000 nodes sold, where the last node will be sold for $64,000. Very important to get in early with these so that you can get the best bang for your buck with your node. You will get owner airdrops. Hypernode owners may be eligible for periodic airdrops of Lumia and other ecosystem tokens launching on Lumia. And the whole point, right? The whole point of this, why is this bullish? Is it just another node project, or is it actually going to be stretching into something that's worthwhile, right? So they're connecting real world assets to blockchain liquidity. That's the whole point. Look at all these chains: Polygon, AVAX, Binance, Phantom, Arbitrum, Optimism, Ethereum, right? The spotlight recently has been on compliance and regulatory alignment for RWAs. These areas are undeniably important, but critical issues such as accessibility, liquidity, and capital efficiency often remain unaddressed. Lumia steps in to fill this gap by completing on the same terms, but by complementing these efforts and focusing on solving the underlying problems in real-world assets. Their solution is, number one, Lumia Layer 2, an industry-first ZK rollup specially engineered for real-world assets and DePIN, so another Layer 2 blockchain, and Lumia Stream, the Web3 liquidity model available on every major blockchain, DEX, and SEC. So they're making a liquidity module. They're also making a blockchain. Imagine Uniswap partnering with Ethereum, and that's kind of what they're running at, right? As mentioned before, these guys are not new to the system. They've been running this since 2018 and are going into 2024 Q2 with their token swap of ORN to Lumia, and support from major exchanges and partners have already been secured. They believe they're a sleeping giant with a fully diluted market or valuation of 150 million, whereas Optimism or Arbitrum are up in the tens of billions. Injective is 2 billion. So they could see here a 10x, 100x, all the way up to the same rating if the project is successful with giving better utility and foundation for real world assets to thrive. The last node benefits of holding this node would be that once you purchase a node, you can then refer a node and you can get instant referral back, earn an instant cashback of up to 10% from your node, ecosystem and partner airdrops, and exclusive partner benefits. Eligible partners can earn additional rewards from them. The Lumia total supply will be 238 million in supply, which is adding 50% to the supply. One thing you might be thinking then is, should I get a bag of this? But if they are essentially about to double the supply, I would possibly not, because with more supply, you may also have more, of course, the price could go down, but with more buying pressure, then it could actually go up as well. A bit too risky to go in for this. The best idea probably would be to do the node, and then you can start referring on your node and getting the airdrops and getting the liquidity rewards for that, and then you would be able to ROI faster than speculating on token price. Would be my financial advice for you. So anyway, we will be covering this in detail once we get it launched. When it does launch and you check it out and you need a code, my code is RICHIE, RICHIE. That's my name. We say it in every video. That's the code if you need one. Otherwise, I'm sure there will be many other codes around town. I will be going in more detail into this project once we get it launched. Just this is a bit of a heads up that this is something that I've been saving up for, and I'm going to go into it and let's see if it's successful or not. Peace. Crypto Mischief. Don't get wrecked.